So my mom bought me these steaks, and I grabbed this package thinking that it was just ice, and like hurt my fingers. It was so damn cold. I think it's dry ice. Whoops. I mean, this shit is ridiculous. Holy crap, yep, totally dry ice. That's pretty awesome. I'm totally going to play with this now. And make breakfast. I know she does this shit on purpose. He started eating, so she walks over to the water bowl and puts her butt in his face. So an update on searching for an RV. Still looking. Been looking for about a month, just keeping my eye open. I'm searching in about a 10-hour radius, taking in cities like Twin Falls, Idaho, Portland, Oregon, Sacramento, California, Las Vegas, even Phoenix. And because of the likelihood of a promotion with Amazon going to Seattle, just because that's where the majority of their jobs are, I've decided to include Seattle, even though it's beyond the 10-hour radius that I kind of set for myself on what was realistic for me to go pick up and bring back. In the case of Seattle, if I got one out there, drove out, checked it out, more than likely I would probably keep it out there if my job was out there. I'm not in a rush. I've still got a couple months to buy anything before I go to northern Reno for the next facility. I think I have till February or March, so it's given me a couple months to continue to save more money. On the slightly unlikely occurrence that I get a promotion way too soon, then it kind of depends on where it's at that I could start looking in that place and the places in between it. Like if I got picked up at some Amazon subsidiary in New Hampshire, let's say, then I could look in between me and New Hampshire, and hypothetically I could move into a U-Haul and pick up an RV in Iowa on the way. But if I get picked up in Seattle, obviously that would be silly to, because it's so close, move into a U-Haul and then move out of it and into an RV on the way. In that case, I would just go pick up the vehicle, bring it back here, move into it, and then drive up there. But so yeah, I'm still looking, taking my time. I haven't stopped. It's just because I'm not pressed right now to just make some drastic decision. I'm trying to take full advantage of it. Plus, because of the likelihood of any future job promotion with Amazon inevitably ending up in the Seattle area, I think it would be prudent on my behalf to maybe stay away from something with a flat roof. Inevitably you get water leaks because of that, especially around the air conditioner, just because gravity over time always ends up winning. So knowing that, I'm hesitant about that, but the only other option out there for anything that doesn't have like a flat roof is going to essentially be either a fifth wheel, which I found out you can get a tow assistant for that, so maybe a fifth wheel is on the board, but it would require more purchases on my part, because basically a tow assistant acts as like a fifth wheel mounts in the bed of a truck, and you need special mounting equipment for that. A tow assistant is essentially like it's like a wagon that your truck would pull, or in this case like a U-Haul truck would pull, and then the fifth wheel mounts to the the wagon, for lack of better terminology. So you actually get like 3 pivot points, because there's your axle, or your bumper pivot point, because it's beyond the tow hitch, and then you would get an additional one because of the tow hitch on the mounting point. So that could actually end up being safer anyway. So that may end up being something I look into, but I have to see what those things even cost, and maybe it's something for further down the road. I don't want to get rid of my car, so I'm not probably going to get a tow behind, even though I would really like to get one and not have to worry about maintaining a motor. But you gotta go with what is logical at the time. And for me, I have a car, I have it set up to be towed. It makes more sense to have a motorhome. So yeah, I'm still looking. If anybody in like a 10-hour radius of Reno happens to know of a deal that maybe isn't listed in Craigslist, or you see one listed or on for sale on the street or something like that, I'm all about checking it out. And at this point, I've been mulling over the idea of a Class B as well, even though it's too small, because in looking into like Seattle, for example, and some of these other places, like, I can move into a Class B for the purposes of a move if I needed to. I wouldn't want to live in one permanently with 2 cats, and the amount of music equipment that I have, it's just, it's too much. It wouldn't work. But if I just needed to move into one of those to move, that could probably work. And then when I get to the place, I can get a tow behind, because at that point I'd have a Class B and I could tow it. It'd be sort of silly to have a Class B and a tow behind, but you know, weekend trips and stuff, it'd be fun to have a Class B to where I don't have to pick up everything and move out, or move the RV out, whatever. So that could also be an option. So I'm tentatively including Class Bs into my search criteria as well, from that angle. Anyway, so that's the update. So I'm kind of excited. I bought this tiny little amp. So I'm going to see, first of all, what it sounds like, and then I'm going to get to use the Rocktech pedal I bought for direct line recording. But I saw this practice amp, you know, 24 bucks. I don't know what Esteban is. Whatever. Doesn't matter. So I'm going to get to hear the Rocktech pedal after 18 years or something like that too. So it's going to be kind of weird. All right. Here we go. Ah. Ooh. That's actually really loud. I'm not even at 1 for a tiny little amp like that. Oh, I hope the battery's not dead. Oh, nice. It's really clean, actually. What would be a good chorus for that? That's like, this distortion, it might sound better with one string. Started writing a song, I'm not even thinking about it. I haven't had an amp, I haven't heard this pedal in forever, and the first thing I start doing, I haven't even written a new song in a while. I just immediately started writing. It's amazing how fast habits pick up like that. Alright, well, I mean, it's cool. It's way louder than I thought it would be. That's good though, because it also sounds like it's maxing out, and I've barely hit 1, so that'll be good for like recording. And it's small, so when I move into an RV, this is going to be, I mean, 24 bucks, that's a good buy. Huh. How about that? Merry Christmas to me!
Be careful of that flying lava, Jan.